Hello, beautiful children. Today we have vocabulary review. We are going to review our vocabulary skills from the story The Night the Moon Fell and Call the Complainer. The date is 21st April 2020 and our objectives for today's lesson are to review the high frequency words, to review multiple meaning words, and to reflect on dictionary skills. We'll get started by reviewing or quickly recapping these words that you already know. We've gone through their meanings and also we've used them in sentences before. So let's quickly recap. The first one is coral. What's the meaning of coral? It is a sea animal. It lives underwater and it permanently attaches itself to the ocean floor and sends its roots down just like a plant. But it's not a plant. And it grows and dies and then you're left with this stony structure. And they really make the ocean floor look beautiful. The second word on our list is rattle. What's a rattle? You see this? There's a baby rattle here. Why do we call it a rattle? Because it makes that sharp rattling sound, that sharp knocking sound. So a rattle means sharp knocking sound. Just like with a rattlesnake, it has a rattle and it makes that sound too. The next word is whisper. Whisper. What does it mean? What's the meaning of whisper? You see this girl? She's whispering something. That means she's speaking softly so that nobody else can hear her except for her friend. Now, if you have a baby sleeping in the room, would you speak loudly or would you whisper? You would whisper, right? Because you want to speak softly so as not to disturb the baby. So that is whisper. What's the next word? Canyons. What's the meaning of a canyon? You see the space, the valley between the cliffs, this deep cleft, that's called a canyon. So canyon means the deep cleft or the deep gorges between the cliffs. Now this happens because of weathering or strong winds. You're left with these beautiful looking canyons. The next word on our list is slivers. What's the meaning of slivers? Slivers mean a tiny fragment, a tiny part for something big. When some big block splits up and there are little particles falling off, those are called slivers. Just like this glass, it broke, and they're tiny fragments probably around here, really tiny bits, narrow bits. They're called as slivers. The next word is sway. There's a storm out here and the trees are swaying. That means they're moving to and fro. Even when you hear music, you move to and fro. You sway to music. So, what's the meaning of sway? To move to and fro. Next word on our list is balance. What's the meaning of balance? You see this person walking down a tightrope? He's trying to balance. That means trying to stay steady on your feet. So balance meaning trying to stay steady on your feet. Next word on our list is shrugs. Can you shrug to show me what it means? Shrug and show me what it means. Just like this man here, he's shrugging. He's raising his shoulder. What part of your body do you move? Your shoulders. What is he trying to say when you shrug? You try to say that I don't know or I really don't care. So you shrug. The next word on our list is complain. When you complain, you're probably upset about something and you complain to another person about it. Like this girl is probably upset about something and she's complaining to her mom about it. Next word on our list is mumble. What is mumble? Look at the image. You remember Uncle Scrooge? He goes mumble, mumble, talking to himself, muttering to himself, probably about something he's unhappy about, or sometimes you mumble when you're just speaking to yourself. So it's when you speak on a low voice, but it's not like a whisper, not that soft, loud enough, but not that clear that people can understand what you're saying. Next word is annoy. Now if I say don't annoy me, what does it mean? It means don't irritate me, just like this child here. Irritating the parent, putting ice cream on his head, touching his clothes with soiled hands. So he's annoying, irritating. Last word on our list is signature. What's the meaning of signature? We always put our signature at the end of our letter. Signature is, it means writing your name. Now when adults with their signature, we usually write our name in a stylized manner. But when kids do that, you simply have to write your name. Alright, let's have a look at all these words again. Choral, rattle, whisper, canyons, slivers, sway, balance, shrugs, complain, mumble, annoy, and signature. Now I'm going to be having a very tiny vocabulary quiz. It's going to be based on all these words. So if you remember, you're going to ace it, okay? And it's going to be really fun. Let's see. Rapid fire vocabulary quiz. Now why is it called rapid fire? Because it's going to be really, really fast. There's a countdown timer for 5 seconds only. I want you to go grab paper and pencil, and I want you to write down your answers. Now all the answers for this vocabulary quiz, you will find them in the description box below. After you're done with your vocabulary quiz and watching the rest of the video, I want you to cross-check your answers and make sure that you go ahead and tell me how you scored on this one. Tell me you scored in the comments. You will see a question and then you'll have 3 options, A, B, and C. You have to select the correct answer, alright? And you have only 5 seconds for this, so let's get started. Annoy means to lie, to collect, or to irritate. 5 seconds, hurry up. Alright, let's go ahead. Sway means, what is the meaning of sway? Move to and fro, jump, or see, giggle. What's the answer? Quickly, jot it down. Let's see the next one. Whisper means to yell, B, to hide, or C, to speak softly. And your 5 seconds are done. Let's move on. 4. When you shrug, what does it mean? You wiggle, you raise shoulders, or you slither. Hurry up, write your answers. I hope you got it. Next one. Coral is found. Where is coral found? A, underwater, B, in deserts, or C, on mountains. Done? Alright. The last one. Sliver means, what is the meaning of sliver? A rock, a tiny part, or an animal? What is it? Quickly jot it down. And we're done with our quiz. Let's see how you scored. Don't forget to tell me about it. Alright, let's practice. Now you have the very same words here, right? Up here, balance, rattle, mumble, choral, complain, signature, and we have a few sentences, and I want you to open up your copybook or just write on a sheet of paper, just write the answers, and you have the answer key later on in the next slide so you can cross-check, right? You can pause the video and do it one at a time. Alright, let's get started. The rabbit tried to dash on 3 paws. What did he try to do on 3 paws? Number 2, the deep sea diver was amazed to see the beautiful what? Remember, he's a deep sea diver. What is he going to see? Polly wanted to dash about the noisy neighbors to her mom. She wanted to what? Choral, signature, or complain? Number 4, I heard her dash something about homework, but it wasn't very clear. Always remember to look for those context clues in sentences. If you don't know which word fits, just look for the rest for clues in the rest of the words in the sentence. Like here it says, I heard her, and then at the end it says, but it wasn't very clear. So what word fits here? Number 5, the baby is crying because the puppy took his what? Number 6, we need to put our dash at the end of a friendly letter. What do you put at the end of a friendly letter? Is it rattle? Is it signature? Choral? What is it? Alright, I hope you have written down your answers, and once you jot them down, then you cross-check them, okay? As I said, you can pause the video and write the answers down. Now, check your answers. The rabbit tried to balance on 3 paws. The deep sea diver was amazed to see what? The beautiful coral. Polly wanted to complain about the noisy neighbors. I heard her mumble something about homework, but it wasn't very clear. The baby is crying because the puppy took what? His rattle. Number 6, we need to put our signature at the end of a friendly letter. Amazing job. I'm sure you got it. Let's move on to our next section, multiple meaning words. What are multiple meaning words? The name itself tells you what is a multiple meaning word. It says multiple. That means more than one. So these words have more than one meaning. These are words that have the same spelling and usually they sound alike, but they have different meanings. Now here are some examples. We have done this before, so I'm sure you remember all of these. Like fly and fly. Here the meaning of the word fly is an insect and here it means to fly. So here it's a noun and here it's a verb. So you see, fly, F-L-Y, same spelling, but they have different meanings. Ring and ring, here the phone rings and here it's a finger ring. Both of them, same spelling, same pronunciation, different meanings. Palm and palm. Now how can I figure out in a sentence whether it means this or this? Supposing I say the palm of my hand. I have a diamond in the palm of my hand. Of course, I mean that this is the palm I'm talking about, the one which is shown here, the palm of my hand. And if I say the monkey was climbing the palm tree, I mean this palm. Okay? So always be a good vocabulary detective and look for those context clues in sentences. Next word, wave. You see, the boy's waving. And here, wave. Scale, scale. Here, this one checks your weight, and the next one are the scales on the fish. Bat, the flying mammal, and bat, the one used to play baseball. Next one, chest, a storage box, a chest, and a part of your body, chest. Same spelling and same pronunciation, but they have multiple meanings. Ruler, you use this to check the length of something. And ruler, he's the king. He rules over his kingdom, so he's called a ruler. Now let's go ahead and practice these skills. Select the correct meaning of the highlighted word from the brackets. The first sentence says, the leaves change color during fall. So the highlighted word is fall. We need to find out whether fall is a season or it means to lose balance. So how can we find out? We look at the rest of the sentence and look for a context clues. The leaves change color during fall. So here, fall means a season, correct? Or does it mean lose balance? What is it? It's a season. Excellent. Number 2, the floor is slippery, so you might fall. Look at the context clues. The floor is slippery. When the floor is slippery, you might fall. So here fall means what? Does it mean a season or to lose balance? What is it? Lose balance. Excellent. Number 3, the dogs bark loudly when they see intruders. Look at the sentence again. The dogs bark. The dogs are barking. So what is it? Sharp animal sound? Or does it mean here that it's a covering of a tree? Look at the sentence. Yeah, did you figure that out? Sharp animal sound. Number 4, the tree bark is gnarled. What does it mean here? It says the tree bark. So the bark belongs to the tree. The tree bark. So here, what does it mean? Sharp animal sound or covering of tree? And it also says it is gnarled. What could be gnarled? Covering of tree. Excellent. Number 5, I'm a huge football fan. Now, fan has multiple meanings. One meaning is cooling device. It's a machine that you use to cool yourself, and another means admirer. That means you adore someone. So what does it mean here? I'm a huge football fan. What is the meaning? Admirer. That means I adore football. I love football. Number 6, it was very hot, so I switched on the fan. Look at the context clues included inside the sentence. What is it? It was very hot, so I switched on. It is something that I'm switching on. What is it? It is a cooling device. Awesome job. Let's move on. Let's go to our last section, dictionary skills. What are dictionary skills? A dictionary is an important reference book. Remember, we learned about dictionary skills before. Using a dictionary is really important because it helps you to find out the meanings of words, the word's definition, that means meaning, part of speech, that means it helps you to figure out whether the word is a noun or a pronoun or it's a verb, adjective, adverb, what is it? And pronunciation, how do you pronounce that word? And you also find out about how it is broken down in syllables and more. It tells you even antonyms and synonyms. Dictionaries help to improve vocabulary, spelling, and they're also great helpers when you want to write. Sometimes you're stuck with words. You have a word in mind and you probably don't want to write the same word repeated over again, so you want to find a better word in place. You simply have to look into the dictionary. Alright, let's go to our notebook page 534. Write down the date. The question is, write the meaning of each underlined word. Use the dictionary page to help. Now, this is a dictionary page and it has a few words here. And as I said, it helps you figure out the meaning, the pronunciation, and even the part of speech. Look at this, cover. Here, as a verb, it means to put something over, and as a noun, it means a lid or a cloth. Patch. Patch, as a verb, it means to fix or repair something. If you say, I'm patching up something, that means you're fixing it. And as a noun, a small square of material. Remember pirates, how they have a patch on one eye? Yeah. Next word is post. Post, as a verb, it means to display. Display means to show or to place. Like we have posts on Classera, we post something on Facebook, we do it to inform others about something. And as a noun, it means a pole, as in a flag post. Raise means to lift. As a verb, it means to lift. If I say, I raised it, it means that I lifted it. As a noun, it means an increase in pay. That means a raise means an increase in your salary. Share. Share means to let somebody use it, to let others use something that you have. Maybe you have toys and you share it with your friends. That means you're allowing them to use it. Also, it means, as a noun, a part of something. Now, supposing I have a cake and I have 5 friends who came over. And I'm going to cut the cake into 6 equal parts. And I'm going to give a share to each one. That means I'm giving a part of it to each one. First question. Please cover your mouth when you cough. What is the meaning of cover here? Does it mean to put something over, or it means a lid or a cloth? Write the answer here. Number 2, they will post the sign on the tree at the end of the block. So, what is the meaning of post here? They will post the sign. Do they mean to display or to place, or do they mean a pole? Number 3, Hal just got a raise at his job. Look for context clues when you try to figure out meanings. It says Hal got a raise at his job. This is your context clue. So what's the meaning of raise here? Does it mean to lift or an increase in pay? Number 4, she put a patch over the hole in her sweater. Look for the meanings: to fix or repair, or a small square of material. Number 5, Ellen likes to share her toys with her friends. So, does she like to let them use it, or is she talking about a part of something? Write down the answers, and then in the answer key, just cross-check, alright? And if you've done a good job, give yourself a star. Have a sparkling day, shine bright, and stay safe. Thank you for watching the video. Send me your feedback on Classera, and don't forget to tell me how you scored in the vocabulary quiz. See you with another video later.